G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome to episode number 21 of our Tottenham Career Mode series here in FIFA 20. I am very excited. We finally got the kits made. I want to say a huge shout out to the modding community, especially FIFA I should say, and his good mate, whose name I'm going to look up now, FIFA and XUIDDJ, who heard about the issue we were having with our kits in the previous episode and reached out to me and offered to help recreate the kits that the previous guy, who has still not replied to me, had made for us but just hadn't got me the file over for. So a huge thank you for them for sorting that out. I will show you guys the new kit now, the home kit. This is the goalkeeping kit here. Of course, if you did watch in season number 1, you would have seen the previews I gave you. So the nice Kappa kits there, absolutely love them. And then our home kit in the all white, looking absolutely superb. I'll show you the away and alternate kits in a second. But lads, if you do go on to enjoy today's episode of the Tottenham Career Mode series, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, if you're new around here, make sure you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. Just a little apologies in advance if I seem a little under hypeness. I'm recording this at 5:30 in the morning because yesterday I spent the entire day getting tattooed, as you can probably see there. And then today I'm spending the entire day today getting tattooed here. So I had to get this out of the way early so I could get it up for you guys. But anyways, before we get into any of the action in today's big episode, we're going to have some press conference questions to answer. So let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the press conference here for episode number 21 of our Tottenham Career Mode series here in FIFA 20. A big thank you once again for all the questions you left on the previous episode. A reminder, if you want the opportunity to have your question answered in the next episode, make sure you leave a comment down below. The first question in today's press conference comes from Omega Gaming, who says, what do you think Lucas Klosterman has to offer, and do you think he will be a household name in the future? My expectations for Lucas Klosterman are pretty simple. Option 1, or desire 1. Be better than Sergio Roberto. You have a very low ceiling, a very low floor to reach. If you can get past the expectations and the results we saw from Sergio Roberto last season, then this transfer will be a win. But do I think he has the potential to be a household name? I mean, it's pretty hard unless you are somebody like a Trent Alexander-Arnold to be a household name from the right back position. But Klosterman has all the tools at his possession. I play a style of football where the right back and left back do like to get quite high up the field. But for me, I'm not exactly looking for an attacking fullback. I'm looking for somebody that can help us keep a clean sheet and, most importantly, stay in position. If Klosterman does that, he's going to be a superstar in my eyes. Mikhail Usaperi says, how are you feeling about your first fixture in Premier League Season 2? I'm feeling good. We've got Sheffield United to kick off the season, and it's a fantastic opportunity for us to kick off the Premier League season with 3 points. We're coming off a very impressive 3-0 win against Man City in the Community Shield in the last episode. So I would love to play a similar game to what we had against City. A little bit tighter in defense and especially in the midfield, but I'm very excited to take on Sheffield United and hopefully set Season 2 up for a successful run at not only Champions League football, which is the threshold, the minimum now for expectations, but I want to have a serious run at the Premier League title this season. And finally, Mr. Ridgecut says Spurs were close to signing Paulo Dybala from Juventus last season, with image rights being the only reason the transfer didn't go through. Do you feel that if you can get the image rights sorted, you would be able to get him from Turin to North London? I feel he would be the impact signing that would put Spurs on that next level. Well, Mr. Ridgecut, funny you say that. Let's jump back into the save and check out our shortlist. Of course, lads, we do have about £130 million to work with the transfer budget in today's episode and the rest of the window. I was looking through the comments section, and honestly, there wasn't a ridiculous amount of transfer suggestions. A lot of press conference questions, which is good, but I did shortlist a few of the names that I saw pop up quite often, and that would actually make sense for our side to actually upgrade the side. So the names that popped up, I saw Paulo Dybala, I saw Memphis Depay quite a lot, and I saw Milan Skriniar quite a lot as well. Skriniar would be a huge upgrade in the defense. If I brought in Depay, I'd probably play him at the left wing spot in place of Heung-min Son. Dybala, if I was to sign him, I would honestly have to change up the formation. So not fully certain on what I'm going to do in that left wing position, but these are the names that have been thrown out to me. But lads, ahead of our Premier League game against Sheffield United, I'll show you all the kits in action. So as you can see, there's the home kit being worn by Dele Alli. There is our alternate kit. I've tried to keep things nice and clean and simple and get some nice slick styles in there with the Kappa sponsorship. Also got the Samaritans logo. I will leave a link in the description to the hotline there. It is a big cause of mine, men's mental health. So if you're feeling down, just know you're not alone. And then this is our alternate kit here, gone for the gold platform like we had last season. Absolutely love that. But for this game, I'm going to be rocking our away kit. But anyways, lads, it is time for the first game of the Premier League season here in season number 2. A trip away to Bramall Lane. Let's get the season off on the right foot. Here we go, lads. An overcast day. But I don't really care about the weather. All I care about is 3 points to kick off the Premier League season. Low key though, I've got to say, Bramall Lane is one of my favourite stadiums in FIFA 20 in the Premier League. It is so aesthetically pleasing, is that the right word? So here is a look at the Sheffield United side here to kick off season number 2. Have they made any big signings? I'm not too certain. Do they have? Yeah, they got Sander Berge in the midfield. He's an absolute weapon. Callum Robertson and McBurney up front, but they haven't made any massive changes to their side. Mario Gomez on the bench though. And now for a look at our starting 11 to kick off season number 2. Klosterman making his Premier League debut. Ben Davies coming in for the injured Ben Chilwell, who has actually torn his ACL. So he's going to be out for quite some time, Ben Chilwell. So Davies is going to have a big start to the season. Lo Celso coming in for his Premier League debut as a permanent player. Yes, good stuff, Ben Davies. Nicely won there from him. Come on, counter-attacking time potentially. Lo Celso looking for some support. Going to go back. And now we're going to go through Giovanni looking for Harry Kane. No, I wanted to go to Harry Kane, not Bergwijn, but it's still on. Bergwijn. Dele Alli blocked. Oh my god. Ball being shared around. Here we go. Harry Kane through to Dele Alli. Shoots it. Oh, that was a tough opportunity. But it would have been a nice way to take the lead. Robinson is on the attack here. Can't let them get through. Good win. And now potential counter-attack. Dele Alli going to Bergwijn. Come on. Let's get some runs going. Dele Alli, I see you. Heung-min Son. I see Dele Alli in the midfield as well. Heung-min Son dragging it back. Going there to Giovanni. Lo Celso going to pull it up and force a great save out of this man, Verrips. That is extremely frustrating. Lo Celso making great space for himself. We are all over Sheffield United here. We need the breakthrough goal. Bergwijn with the corner. Come on, get somebody's big noggin on. Get Alderweireld. No, out to Lo Celso. He could go for the shot, but we're going to go to Ndombele, who's going to go to Heung-min Son. I wanted to go to Heung-min Son first and go for the finesse, but it's all good. We're just going to be nice and calm here, lads. Nice and calm and wait for the right opportunity, which will present itself. Hopefully, I was going to say in the form of Harry Kane, maybe in the form of Ndombele, maybe again in the form, Lo Celso, what a turn, what a finish, what a goal. Giovanni Lo Celso already justifying the price tag we spent to bring him here on a permanent basis. Giovanni Lo Celso opens our Premier League scoring campaign. That's what I'm saying, lads. You've just got to wait for the perfect moment to present itself. But that is a great touch and a great turn from Giovanni Lo Celso, and we take the lead here against Sheffield United. Great stuff. Good, well won from Bergwijn. Come on, another counter-attacking opportunity. I would love a second goal before half-time. I need you to be making those runs earlier, Heung-min Son. We're going to go over the top now. It's a great ball and a great run from Heung-min Son, who's going to get in, who's going to finesse it and just put it wide. A green time, and I feel like that one's destined for the top corner. They're going through. We can't let them get a shot off. They're going to go through. What a save, Lloris. Thankfully, they're offside, but that quick passing always causes me issues. Just not tracking back. All right, lads, we have the corner here. 63rd minute. We need a second goal here. Double that advantage. It's going to be punched away. Keeper's off his line. Lo Celso I needed to chip that one a little bit more. All right, substitution time here, lads. He has been one of our best players. He scored our goal. Lo Celso had a great game, but we need a fresh set of legs in the midfield in Harry Winks to hold off for the next 20 minutes. We need numbers back here, lads. 82nd minute. Don't give me that FIFA cheese. Yes, good tackle there from Bergwijn, who's got the pace. Come on, son. Just bolt down to the corner. The defender's not even watching him. I am a big fan of that. Are we going to have the opportunity for a sweaty goal? Yes, we are! Harry Kane's going to open his scoring schedule for the season. He's going to get his first goal. All the credit goes to Bergwijn, however. And that is surely going to be 3 points on the opening day of the Premier League season. Not sure why the Sheffield United defense was holding off. Maybe it's because that one man was already on the back of Bergwijn. But you know what? I do not care. I do not give a stuff. We have dominated Sheffield United today, and they're going to get a deserved 3 points. It's a stoppage time free kick here for Sheffield United. Just got to get it away. Want to keep a clean sheet here. Headed away from Klosterman. Bergwijn needs to put pressure on Baldic. Don't let him get a good ball in. Get rid of it. Good stuff again, Klosterman. They're going to go for the bicey. Straight to the hands of Hugo Lloris. Don't care, though. We're going to wait for the clock to wind down here. Let's throw it to Klosterman and wait for the referee to blow the full-time whistle. There it is, lads. A comfortable 2-0 victory to kick off the Premier League season. Lo Celso and Harry Kane opening their accounts for the season. And we are kicking off what is hopefully going to be a very good Premier League campaign. Lads, I've had an idea. I'm going to transfer list Heung-min Son. That doesn't exactly mean that I'm going to accept an offer for him, but I'm going to start entertaining offers because I might be looking to change up the formation of the squad, and selling Heung-min Son could really help us at bringing a big name player. And I'm going to show you who priority number one is now going to be if I sell him and if I change up the formation. I want us to bring in Paulo Dybala. He's been linked with Tottenham for years now. He could really form an incredible partnership with Dele Alli. I would virtually change it so we'd be playing 2 attacking midfielders, 1 holding midfielder, and a left midfielder, right midfielder, striker. That's what I'm thinking. I might even scrap the left midfield, right midfield, and move it into a narrow formation, and then have Bergwijn playing attacking mid as well. But I want to sign Paulo Dybala. A name that I also have seen pop up quite a lot in the comment section is Vinicius Jr. A lot of people wanted me to loan him into the squad. I don't know if I'm going to do that. In all honesty, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sign him because with the realism mod, he is extremely higher valued. 82 rated, below the average rating of the squad. But I would consider it, but not priority number one at the moment. But I'm going to keep him on the shortlist. You know what, lads? I'm going to go in for it. Let's go talk with Juve. Let's go talk with Maurizio Sarri, or Andrea Pirlo nowadays. But I think Sarri's still the manager in FIFA. And see if we can, yep, there it is, Sarri. Let's see if we can receive or come to an agreement on Paulo Dybala. Hopefully, imaging rights don't stuff it up like in real life. It's a lot of money, but £100 million on Paulo Dybala could make all the difference, and they're not being too tight with it either. So I'm going to remove the sell-on clause. I'm just going to offer £101.5 million, virtually his valuation there. Juve are going to accept it. We're on, lads. We are on for Paulo Dybala. So he's on £210,000 a week at Juventus. I guess the chief executive or the assistant manager is saying 270 to 400. Screw it, we'll offer that. We could honestly have Paulo Dybala here before our next game. And Heung-min Son has come to us saying, hey boss, I'm surprised but a bit glad that you have taken steps without me having to ask. So he wants out of the club. Can't guarantee you playtime, I'm just exploring, you're better off somewhere else. I'm just exploring, Sonny, I'm just exploring. And Liverpool have come in with an offer for Heung-min Son. I am going to reject that. I do not want to sell him to Liverpool because I can just imagine us stepping up against Liverpool in a title deciding match and Heung-min Son banging at top corner in the 90th minute. I would ideally like to have him out of the Premier League. Because don't get me wrong, I understand Heung-min Son's capabilities and specialities in FIFA, but they just don't suit my play style. He is a good player in FIFA, but for the type of football I like to play, he doesn't always suit what I do. A player departure, however, as Danny Rose is permanently out of Tottenham, headed to Wolverhampton. for £9 million. Man City have offered £100 million for Harry Kane. Apparently we could get 175 mil for him, but there is no chance that I'm selling Harry Kane this season. That one is definitely rejected, and you know what? That one is blocked as well. But anyways, lads, as we wait to hear back from Paulo Dybala about the potential move, we have our second game in the Premier League. A very winnable game and a chance to go top of the league already, as we have Fulham at home. A lot of distractions and storylines going on behind the scenes now, but we need to focus fully on this game here. Like I said, it's a very winnable game, but also, on the other hand, it's a danger game. We dropped a lot of points against teams like Fulham last season, so we need to step up. The first time wearing our new home kit, our first home game for the season, we need to step up and get the result. So here is a look at our starting 11 for today's game. Hugo Lloris in the sticks once again. We've got Nathan Ake and Ryan Sessegnon against his former side. Harry Winks joining the lineup with Lucas Moura as well. Heung-min Son has been dropped and essentially shunned out of the starting lineup, but hopefully these lads get the job done. And now taking a look at the mighty Fulham FC's lineup. Rodak is the man in between the sticks. Cyrus Christie, Alfie Mawson, Hector, and Joe Bryan in the back line. Seri somehow wearing the captain's armband. Not sure where TC is, but we've got AK-47, Alexander Mitrovic, and Cavallero up front. No Tom Cairney on the bench either. Interesting. Lucas looking for a good ball in here. I'm going to put it on the penalty spot with not much power at all. Try getting somebody to run on it. That man is going to be Bergwijn, who isn't exactly an aerial threat. Get in front of it, Sessegnon. Good tackle there from Ryan Sessegnon against his former side. And now Sessegnon on the counter. I see you, Bergwijn. I'm trying to wait for the perfect moment, which is going to be now. Fulham definitely outnumbered here. Bergwijn in. That's a great ball to Sessegnon, who scores against his former side. I'm trying to do, there we go. I'm trying to not celebrate, but that is a beautiful play from Ryan Sessegnon. He made the tackle. He made the run up the field, and he gets the goal. Of course, it had to be Ryan Sessegnon against Fulham. Look at that. That's a striker's finish right there. Cyrus Christie going there to Abubakar Kamara. Get that one away, Klosterman. Nicely done. Good touch from Dele Alli. Going short. Come on, Winksy. They've got the man on their back, but Winks is going to go there to Dele Alli. We're switching it up to the right-hand side. Lucas Moura. Keep making the run, Klosterman. Through. Dele Alli. Harry Kane. Get it through. Harry Kane. Header. Oh, saved. They've had a shot there. Jesus, Fulham. Cavallero on the attack. Good tackle there from Lucas. And now we're actually on the counter. Yes, that's beautifully won there from Harry Kane to win. Get there first. And we've got a good numerical advantage. Lucas going back. Oh, don't tell me I've stuffed it. Get it through to Dele Alli. Dele Alli. 2-0. I didn't want to do half the passes I did there, but it's worked out. That's a perfect start to the second half. Dele Alli doubling our advantage. 2-0. Come on, lads. I actually wanted it to go to Bergwijn, in all honesty. You know what? I will take it. Worked out better. Great finish. Oh, they're passing it brilliantly here. Anguissa trying to defend. Get it away, Bergwijn. Nicely done. Come on, Dele Alli. Potential counter-attack opportunity. Dele Alli, I see you, Harry Kane. We're going to go short instead. Lo Celso going back to Dele Alli. He's been so busy going, laying it. Bergwijn, we're just going to straighten it up. Bergwijn, top corner. We are the counter-attacking kings. And we are now 3-0 up. Our attack has been so fluid. I am loving what I am seeing so far. And I want it to continue desperately. Oh, I've been done there. Need to get back Sessegnon. They're going to send that one in with whoever that is. And I think that's all that Fulham have offered for the entirety of the game. And if they want to keep throwing forward crap like that, you know what? I'd be happy to oblige, because that is dreadful. But lads, we are going to make a triple substitution here. The game is won, so I'm going to get 3 of our better players off. Dele Alli, Harry Kane, and Lucas Moura. Lucas and Kane proving today, especially Lucas, why they are considered untouchable players for me. There it is, lads. That is the full-time whistle. And that is another comfortable and dominant win. That's the thing. We've played 2 pretty poor teams on paper. I mean, Sheffield United, we know how they did in real life. But on paper, they don't really offer too much. and we haven't stumbled at all against them in this Premier League season. So once the teams start getting more challenging and more bigger, well, that's terrible English, but once we start facing more challenging teams, that's when we really need to step up. But right now, we're ticking every box. There it is, lads. Paulo Dybala has accepted his contract. It is a move that is sure to polarize the fan base, but I think nobody can deny this is a world-class signing and the type of signing we need to be making if we are going to consider ourselves a challenger for the Champions League and the Premier League. Paulo Dybala for £101.5 million. Welcome to Tottenham Hotspur. Oh my God. And here it is, lads. Here is the cutscene of Paulo Dybala. I am so excited to have the Argentine into the squad and to see what he can do for us. It might be a club record signing, actually. It could be. So if it is, I'm happy to break that record for someone like Dybala. Business still to be done, however. There has been 2 offers in here. One for Keziah Sterling. I have transfer listed him, and I am going to accept this offer here. And then we did see one for Heung-min Son from Bayern Munich. Okay, let's go and talk to Bayern Munich. They're a club that we're only really going to verse them in the Champions League, so it's not going to affect us in the Premier League week to week. Let's go see how much we can get potentially for Heung-min Son. I'm going to say 76.2. I know it's probably not going to be accepted because of the way this mod works. Yeah, 56.2 is the final offer. Are they... See, I hate when they put me in that situation because now I'm too scared to even offer £56.3 million. Let's counter. Let's say 66. I think this could get me kicked out of the room, though. Don't do this to me. Okay, they're still talking. They say 58.8. They've upped it slightly. I want to get in the 60s, though. I want to get in the 60s for someone like Heung-min Son. Let's say £62.8 million. Bayern Munich are going to walk out of the room. So that's the thing that annoys me about this mod. Liverpool have come in here with a transfer offer for Toby Alderweireld. Just like the reason I blocked it from Chelsea and rejected it from Chelsea. I don't really want to sell to another Premier League club, one of our big players, especially when he's been doing pretty damn well for us this season. It's no lie I want to upgrade the defense, but Toby Alderweireld has been super strong for us so far, so that one's rejected. And there it is, lads. Keziah Sterling officially out of the club, out to Las Palmas in the Spanish League for £1.45 million. Another Premier League club coming in here for Heung-min Son, and it's one of our London rivals as well. So you already know that's getting rejected there. I want to sell Son, but to the right club. So lads, that is where we are going to conclude today's episode of the Spurs Career Mode. We have a huge top of the table North London derby away at the Emirates Stadium next episode against, of course, Arsenal. It's more than likely going to be Paulo Dybala's club debut, and I'm very excited to see how he can go on debut. But lads, if you did enjoy today's episode of the Tottenham Career Mode series, make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. But I'll see you for the next one very soon. It has been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.